parents, so I feel like he should just trust who I want to be with. I was very protective of the situation. Yeah. You know, I wouldn't bring anybody around my child, whoever they are, unless they were good to me. I'm not gonna play with Pilar.
Well, I do have a question. I mean, Dennis talked to Gerald and told Gerald that you mentioned that you weren't comfortable with Pilar coming around us. And that was disappointing and a little bit hurtful. Because you know I would never do anything to hurt your child.
But if somebody don't like me, or if I feel like somebody has ill will, or we ain't close, I'm not gonna have my daughter go over their house.
And respectfully, you're the mother of Pilar.
Yeah.
You have to make the best decision, but I guess I just would have hoped that we wouldn't have allowed what our friendship or lack thereof to affect what our kids had. Do you really think that would hurt your child? To me, that cut deeper, right? Because my sisters and I have grievances. You think they're gonna keep my niece and nephew from me?
She's poking at me right now, and she's using what she knows who is most important to me to do so.
I just would have hoped that we wouldn't have allowed what our friendship or lack thereof to affect what our kids had.
The only time it would be a person who I would speak to the way I spoke to you, and you would speak to me the way you spoke to me, and my child would still go around you, if it was my sister. That's
Gotcha.
the only way.
But then again, you also mentioned at your house that no one should speak on our friendship because we were like sisters.
Speaking on Shamea is like speaking on a family member. So, like, let it go. It's like you're speaking on Lauren. Whenever I have ever said we were sisters,
did you
Shamea,
think we were or did you think we were not?
Whenever I said we were sisters, I thought we were. There were things that came to my knowledge last year that changed that for me.
I feel like she may feel that this is kind of like a lopsided friendship.
I just told you the other day, I said, Porsha, I wish we could be the way we are off camera,
I just don't
on
know.
camera. And you know what you said? They would have to pay me more money for that. You told a lot of lies last year. You did, and I let them land. Even down to the fact of you saying to Andy, oh, didn't I always want her to be a part of the friend group?
Andy, have I always wanted Shamea to be on the show as a housewife?
Yes.
Yes.
You and I both know we sat down and had a whole conversation about me being a part of this friend group. And you said, Shamea, you sing, you dance, you act, you got the hawks, all this stuff. You said this was your thing. This is your friend group. I'll bring you on as my friend on the show. But no, I think it might mess up our friendship if you actually come on as a full-time housewife. That's what you said.
Why are you
so
lying?
I've always held on to that.
Why
would
you
I lie?
lying?
Why would I
Shamea,
lie about that? That's what you said.
I don't have a reason to lie.
But you do,
So that's what I'm
Porsha.
trying to figure out.
But
Why
you
are you
do.
still doing it? You're here with these girls, and you're doing the same thing.
No, I'm not.
I don't even know why
No,
you
what
want
I am
those
gonna do
catfish
though is
from
speak
They
up.
usually
In
say
Savannah,
something to
we
you when you're
talked
married.
about
Can you answer
our
that?
parents. And you said, oh, I don't ever want our friendship to be affected by our parents' friendship. That's what you said, and we agreed. But the first thing you did was went on your public platform and talked about my mom doing something egregious to your mom. That my mom bought your mom's daycare. But in fact, your mom did something first to my mom, and this was years prior. But you don't want to speak on that, right?
Why did they initially?
I don't want to speak on it because then it's really gonna go left.
Okay.
I was quiet last year because I was trying to protect and salvage what I thought was a true and genuine friendship. Now, seeing how things are kind of rolling out and how everything has escalated, you know what? It. If we gonna go there, we gonna go there.
Shamea, I don't give a what our parents did because they were friends prior to us.
But you posted about my mom, but you didn't post about what your mom did. You want to talk about that?
I don't know their relationship.
Should we talk about that?
I don't know that.
But you knew enough to tell that my mom bought your mom's daycare.
Girl, everybody knows that. It's not a secret.
Yeah, but everybody
It's not
doesn't know that your mom tried to sleep with my dad.
Shamea came to dinner with one in the chamber. This just wasn't the one to unload.
Oh, man. She's about to explode. Porsha don't play about her mama.
Oh my God.
Where is my drink at? You and your mother are low down dirty snakes.
No, you and your mama are low down dirty snakes.
Yes,
And it comes down from generation to generation. You are slithering dirty snake. And I've kept my mouth closed long enough.
There is.
I said I'm holding my mouth
There
on it
is.
because I don't want to do that, and I don't want to embarrass her.
Oh, wait, who you gonna embarrass? Me? Me? If my mama did something like that, baby, that would be on my mama. It's not true.
But every chance you get, you
So,
bring my
told
mom
her-
up.
hold on,
Why would
hold
you
on.
do that?
I've been sitting on this because I knew it already. And I took that home to my mom.
And what'd your mom say?
She was flabbergasted. You know why?
Wow.
Because your mom slept with your father's brother.
Girl, stop.
Yes, he did.
Girl, cut it the
Mom
out.
was dating.
That's
my mom
so
was dating your father's brother.
You sound like we in Utah.
Your
Which
mother
one?
slept with him.
What's his name? Now tell me this. Which brother?
I don't know which brother.